Dear starseeds and lightworkers, a little more on current energies. Many of you have energetically moved on somewhat, and this is leaving you in a predicament. You have advanced more than you are able to perceive because you are blossoming into your multidimensional selves, and yet you can't quite find the yardstick upon which to measure this by, like a teenager who is neither a child or an adult. That tricky age where you are finding yourself. It's like the glass ceiling has risen and yet you can't quite see it. Advancement has taken place, but upon how much is an unknown quantity at this moment in time. So you fall onto the nearest crutch you can find by unnecessarily measuring this by the people you surround yourself with. Many of you are busy measuring yourself against one another, not realizing the importance of recording the growth of each day in your own life first, based on the day before. Growing in vibrational and spiritual awareness is a birthright, and for many of you it is the sole reason you came here. Old souls especially struggle with this, as they have had to deal with lifetimes on Gaia addressing and dealing with issues, karma and unfinished business. The emotional result describable could be equal to that of guilt of enlightenment, even though you can't quantify how far you have come. Because there is no tangible way to measure growth upon, considering the 3D educational that your logical brain has been cultivated in. So there you sit, knowing that you have moved on and are almost uncomfortable in your new emerging skin, as you know not what to do with it yet. That is, if you have decided that you even believe these changes are happening, dear old soul. At this point, old souls are concluding that the only way to solve these unsolvable issues is to bring all the souls that you have grown out of back with you into your new kingdom, because you feel that if you have the familiarity of these lower vibrational friends or family back with you, that you will exist in a state of normalcy again, or that having the old relationships that are non-serving will make you whole in some way. This is often articulated as, how do I save all the 3D people around me and help them into 5D? Dear old and newly graduated high vibrational souls, now is not the time to backtrack and begin entertaining others you have vibrationally left behind. Because a quest built on guilt or seeking familiarity are the only holes that will plug the unknown landscape you now walk. Implementing the old on top of the new is going to slow you down. Let us describe this in another way. The trauma of watching another drown in icy water is unsettling. However, discernment is needed before following in and diving into treacherous waters yourself, often with the result being the drowning victim taking you down with them. On a soul vibration, many at some level have made it their place to stay in a lower vibration, which sometimes plays out as a contract serving many outcomes that don't fall into your purview at this moment in time, regarding the great plan and the puzzle they are playing their own individual piece in. Now is not the time for saving every 3D soul that crosses your path, but instead finding your own tribe now. If for every lightworker that had existed in your year 2001 there was a 3D soul holding each of you down in icy water, there would be little light anchored upon Gaia at this moment in time, as the light collectively would be so diluted by all those trying to go back when they have already graduated. It is uncommon in your working world to finish a degree and then resume helping the up-and-coming year's class to progress at your own detriment, when you are ready for the next role or job opportunity that is arising and is calling out your name. So we ask you kindly, light warriors, old souls and starseeds, to focus on moving forward only now. When you overtake a car on the motorway, you do not go back, slow down again and then move at a slower pace, having already moved on. Like your eyes, they are built in the front of your head so that you are looking forward, not in the back of your head, focusing on souls who will only slow your evolution. And do you feel guilt upon graduating from college or what you call university? Often one feels excitement at the prospect of moving to the next level. Lightworkers will not hold a high collective consciousness to birth Gaia by going back to save others anymore. Humans would say that offering a fish will allow one to nourish themselves for a day, whilst offering a soul a fishing rod might nourish them every day that day forth. So if you feel that you must perpetuate the idea of going back, offer 5D tools for souls so that they can work the puzzle in their own time. without distracting you from your own light that is greatly needed at this time. Lightworkers coming together as one multiply their light many times more than souls dispersing and going back to the battleground to save comrades that would not save themselves. 5D, as many call it, will not give birth to itself going backwards. Instead, walk fearlessly into the new foreign lands that stand before you with pride. You are the way showers of civilization, glimpsing into the new dawn and sculpting the new earth out of the hard work you have put in over many lifetimes. Although it might seem sad that some souls do not walk in the promised land amongst you, know this: do not be fooled in thinking they will not be joining you later, as many have crossed back already and are making waves. A final thought. Now that you are awake in this new world, you are planting footsteps upon beaches that have never been walked before, whilst leaving footprints in sands that have never been trodden in until now. Is it real? Is it really happening, you ask yourself, this shift? Here I am, seemingly alone in this higher vibration, still looking for the signposts that are written in 3D. Dear souls, when you drop the 3D signs and use your heart to steer as you walk across these new glittering sands, your 5D roadmap will appear. You will not need to be told which way to go. You will simply feel your way. Some of you will ask our vehicle Alex, but it's not happening. I can't see anything happening. I want it now. And we say this: you cycle through sleep and the body heals and grows each time in what you call your night. You grow a little each time, although it hardly seems noticeable. Ascension is like your hair. A little at a time it slowly grows at a rate that is correct for you up until such time it is long enough to realize that you have indeed reached a point upon which you must cut your hair and growth has happened. You have come to realize that growth, albeit slowly, has happened, but perhaps not in the time frame you wanted. This is the old 3D part of yourself and ego wanting everything now and needing to know all the answers in the quest for a total control at all moments without letting go. And this is why meditation and quietness of the mind/soul are so important. The masters of the planet could hear the birds and the bees talking to one another and the blades of grass blowing in the air, softly conversing to each other. When you finally reach a place where you have found familiarity in this new dimensional land, you will begin to hear and see your hair grow without the elapse of time and having to go back and revisit lower vibrational souls for validity or other reasons that will only take you back into lower vibrational energies at a time when you need to finish your education in full moving forward. Leave the 3D souls for the masters and the angels that walk the earth at this time. The clue to the job description that is necessary is in your name, Lightworker. Work that light and stop looking back. The future is exciting and it's all yours. You did the hard work. Claim your reward now, old soul. Have it all.